I'm curious if Jeff or you, Bernie, have any comments sort of in response to some of the things that Kevin said. As an example, I know, a lot of record companies have been doing unrecouped balance forgiveness to varying degrees. And I think there's like a Motown fund, which is separate from yours, Jeff. And so I know that record companies have been doing some things, but maybe it's to stave off the reckoning, or I don't know, kick the can down the road. But I'm curious what your thoughts are from the, other side of the table.
Yeah, I think what Kevin is saying is correct. I agree, because legendary artists have always experienced challenges getting paid. And those who have gone on and have an estate, their children are now having difficulty just trying to get paid. And that's what I've seen, where the music has been exploited, but the registrations have gone to people who they don't even know. And trying to get that cleared is a process where we're fighting to figure out how we can obtain the legal rights for the estate. And a lot of times that means you have to spend money fighting it in court. And then the families don't have it, the estates don't have it. So it's trying to figure out a better solution. How do we become solution oriented so that we can work with the legendary artists so that their families don't have those challenges? I think that's the perspective that these labels need to work from, because it's a huge problem that I see today.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if reparations, how that would all work, but some of the things that I know that at least, and I think I can speak for the other major labels as well. There's been kind of my term will be like royalty reform. I think everyone has some sort of a minimum royalty, even though it's above what the royalty was that was originally assigned to that artist. And when you're, a lot of the labels that existed, 40, 50, even 60, 70 years ago, there were smaller labels that were subsequently gobbled up into large corporations now. So that's a challenge as well. So there's a minimum royalty in all this stuff. So there's that. And then there's, God, it has to probably be about 15 years ago, longer, maybe even almost 15 or 20 years ago, we we were approached by the Rhythm and Blues Foundation, which is a very interesting organization that is still holding on, thank God, but really exists and started by Ruth Brown and others many years ago. But it exists for the purpose of providing financial assistance for artists from originally it was the 40s, 50s, and 60s, but now it goes, much more contemporary into the 2000s. And we established a fund. You mentioned the Motown Fund. It's called the Universal Motown Fund. It's not specific to Motown, but it's for any rhythm and blues artist that is a royalty participant in any universal label, from the past to the future. And
But when you say any artist, like who is eligible?
A royalty bearing artist. So if you're a member of a group, that's fine. If you're a side person, you're not royalty bearing, you're not eligible. But this is really exists for medical assistance. If you're about to lose your house and you need a payment on your mortgage, things like that. I think